Here is the English translation of the story, keeping the meaning, tone, and flow exactly as intended for 4 to 6-year-olds. Open book Oliver's Superhero Promise. It was a rainy Saturday morning. The sky was covered with grey clouds, and raindrops were hitting the windowpane with a gentle pitter-patter, pitter-patter. It was impossible to play outside, but inside the Miller family's house, things were a bit chaotic. The youngest member of the house, 5-year-old Oliver, stood in the middle of the living room, looking around. The room looked as if a toy store had exploded. Colorful building blocks were scattered all over the carpet, teddy bears were hiding under the armchairs, and crayons were dancing on the table. His mother, Sarah, walked in holding a laundry basket and took a deep breath. "Wow, Oliver," she said with a smile, though her voice sounded a little tired. "This place has turned into a toy jungle." Oliver giggled. "Yes, Mom. This is my castle. And I am the knight protecting it." His mother knelt down to look Oliver in the eye. "Listen, Oliver, your father and I need to clean the garage. It will take about an hour. I have a favor to ask you." Oliver asked curiously, "What is it?" "If you clean this room completely while we are working, and keep it tidy until we get back, I have a surprise for you," his mother said. "Tonight, we will build a giant pillow fort in the living room with your dad, eat popcorn, and watch your favorite movie. What do you say?" Oliver's eyes lit up. A pillow fort. And with popcorn. That was a wonderful idea. "Okay, Mom," he shouted. His mother raised her finger gently. "But this isn't just a task, Oliver, this is a deal. Do you promise me? Will your room be spotless by the time we return?" Oliver puffed out his chest. "I promise, Mom." "And Oliver promise." His mother tapped his nose lightly. "Great. Remember, making a promise means doing what you said you would do, no matter how hard it is. I trust you." Mom and Dad went to the garage. The house became quiet. Only the sound of the rain could be heard. Oliver got to work. First, he threw the blocks into their box, clack, clack, clack. Then he lined up the teddy bears on the shelf. Things were going well. But just then, the door to the room creaked open. In walked Oliver's little sister, Lily. Lily was only 3 years old, and she was holding her favorite flashing robot. "Brother," Lily said cheerfully. "Let's play." "No, Lily," Oliver said. "I have to clean up. I promised Mom." But Lily didn't listen. She dropped her robot right in the middle of the clean carpet. Then she ran to the toy box and dumped out the blocks Oliver had just cleaned up. Crash! Clatter! "No," shouted Oliver. "Lily, what did you do?" "I just cleaned those." Lily just laughed. "Let's make a ship, brother," she said and started clicking the blocks together. Oliver felt very frustrated. The blocks looked so fun. He thought to himself, actually, Mom and Dad aren't back yet. What if I play just a little bit? I can clean it up really fast later. Oliver sat on the floor. He picked up a red block. Playing with Lily was much more fun than cleaning up boring toys. He picked up the robot and pressed its button. The robot said, "Beep beep, attack." Oliver was having a lot of fun. 1, 2, 3 minutes passed. The game was so good that Oliver didn't realize how much time had flown by. Then, his eyes caught the clock on the wall. Suddenly, his mother's words echoed in his ears, "Making a promise means doing what you said, even if it is hard. I trust you." Oliver put down the red block. He felt a strange feeling inside, like a little knot in his tummy. If he kept playing now, the room would be messy when his mom came back. Maybe she wouldn't be angry, but he could imagine the look of disappointment on her face. "No," Oliver said to himself. "I may not be a superhero, but I made a promise. And superheroes keep their promises." He stood up. He turned to Lily. "Lily, it's not playtime now. It's mission time. Do you want to help me?" Lily pouted. "But playing." "If you help me," Oliver said with a clever idea, "we can play basketball while throwing these blocks into the box." Lily liked this idea. Oliver picked up a block and tossed it toward the box. "Basket!" he shouted. Lily giggled and copied him. They gathered the blocks together. Then they put the books on the shelf. Oliver was very tired. He wanted to play, but he didn't stop. Just as he put the last crayon into its box, he heard the sound of the front door opening. Dad's voice rang out, "We're home. Let's see what our kids are doing." Oliver's heart beat fast. Had he finished in time? He looked around one last time. The carpet was clean. The pillows were straight. The toys were in the box. His mom and dad stood at the living room door. His mother looked at the room, and her eyes went wide. "I can't believe it," said Sarah. "It's spotless in here." His father, Tom, whistled. "Wow, champion. Even the garage isn't this clean." His mother walked over to Oliver and hugged him tight. But this hug felt different than usual. It was a stronger, prouder hug. "It's great that the room is clean, Oliver," his mother said. "But do you know what makes me the happiest?" Oliver looked up. "What, Mom?" "That you kept your promise," his mother said. "I am so proud of you. Cleaning the room is boring sometimes, I know. Maybe you wanted to play, maybe you got tired. But you didn't give up because you gave your word. That shows what a trustworthy boy you are. Trust is the most valuable treasure in this world, son." Oliver smiled. In that moment, he felt something much better than playing with blocks. He felt strong and important. Having his mother trust him was the biggest reward in the world. His father called out from behind, "So? This hero needs a reward then, right? Who wants a pillow fort?" "Me!" shouted Oliver and Lily at the same time. That evening, the rain continued outside, But the Miller family's home was warm and cozy. Dad brought down the cushions from the sofa, and Mom brought big blankets. Oliver and his dad used chairs and pillows to build a giant castle. They named it the Fort of Keeping Promises. When they crawled inside, Mom arrived with a huge bowl of hot popcorn. They turned on their tablet and started their favorite cartoon. As Oliver tossed a handful of popcorn into his mouth, he rested his head on his father's shoulder. Cleaning the room was hard, but it was worth it. Because now he knew, a promise was like an invisible string. Not breaking that string filled a person's heart with peace. By the time the movie ended, Oliver had already fallen asleep. In his dream, he saw himself as a real superhero in an indestructible castle built of the promises he had kept.